But I will start with something that should hook you up and maybe allow you to think quite specifically. Do you know what is the price of a Bitcoin today? So I actually Googled, and the price is, just a second, right here. It is $44,120.20. And why I am asking about this number is I will tell you a story. When I moved to this country, I moved here because of my husband. And my husband is an investor. He doesn't work anymore in his profession. He's a scientist, but he was lucky enough to be a part of a company, an early founder of the company, which they sold. And then he quit working, and he decided that he would only invest. And at that time, at home, before I actually moved here, he had somebody. He was a young man in his at the age of 18 or 19, I don't know. He was just graduating from the high school and was helping people with IT and other stuff to earn for a living for himself. And he had started getting interested in stock market and just exploring things that he could do. And he had looked into all the progressive and new things. And he had a discussion with my husband at that time. And my husband asked him, what do you think I should invest in? And at that time, that young man said, Bitcoin. And my husband hadn't heard about Bitcoin, and he asked to explain what it was. And of course he did. And it was something so abstract, so unknown, that he decided to not invest in Bitcoin at that time. But you know what the price of a Bitcoin was at that time? I remember that number somehow. It was 27 cents.
I was just about to say probably a few cents, right?
It was cents. And with the money that he had gotten, like that he had available for investing, oh my goodness, how much money we would have today if he only believed in some concept. But that's a problem for us. And Conny, you will know that we live based on our past experiences and our past beliefs.
Correct.
And it is difficult for us to believe in something in the future. However, we can choose to believe in the future. Conny, what do you think about it? What kind of work is that? Does it resonate with you?
Yes, totally. And I think what you were referring to is holding that vision, right, for the future, which then also has to do with creating an intention. And that is super important, right? If we don't have, there's one thing about setting goals, but then there's also setting intentions and focusing solely on your intention of what you want to create, and then building your bigger vision from that, right? But as you said, we function from past beliefs, and that's where usually we kind of get stuck at some point. And it's all about reframing those beliefs, right? And you can do that by yourself if you employ a certain self-talk, or even if you have the ability or learned how to do a little bit of a self-hypnosis or something like that. We can do a lot in certain states during the day. I think even when we wake up or before we fall asleep, we're in that right brainwave state where we can access the deeper parts of our mind to kind of imprint certain ideas and beliefs. And then, of course, there's ways to go even deeper. But there's a lot to say about intention, holding a vision, and reframing your past beliefs that are kind of holding you back from reaching that.
And yes, that's so people can feel things and like that. But what I wanted to say, sometimes we need that somebody comes into our lives and gives us that view from a side, so to say. Agnese, what would you like to say about this and how this?
Okay. As we know, if we have some blockages, they may affect our lives. I sometimes explain to people how I see energetic body and how it's different from our physical body. And there is actually some similarities. Like if you have somewhere some blood clot, you may die or you may get very ill. So the same is with these energetic blockages in your energetical body. You can get ill or you can feel this like in physical body, or you can feel this in life. Something is not right. You are stuck or something is not going like you want it. Wrong people are coming in our lives, or we cannot get the dream job or get something. Like we think that this is something we need and we are ready, but we cannot take this thing from a life. So if you have blockages, you may like stay away and just stay in one point in life and you cannot go further. So in business, this is the same. If you have like some blockages, there may be some issues with money because our unconscious mind is protecting us from money if there is a blockage and you cannot get this money or this job or whatever you want. So yes, I had some experiences with my clients who were coming to me, and after that they grow up their business, and yeah, that was very interesting experiences. But with how I'm working, there is one thing that people need to know. I'm doing the job where I'm just setting everything right in your energetic body. But if a person is living the same life as previously, it all will come back. So I'm giving some advices, and you need to work. Like this is like teamwork.